Party here, Stiletto Beauty. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Thank you for the support. But if you are new here and you want to join the Beautihood, which I would love from the bottom of my heart, all you have to do is click the subscribe button. Click the bell so you can get a notification of when your girl posts at all times. You don't want to miss that. And then I always say, please watch the videos in entirety. Then only then, give me a thumbs up if you like what you saw. If there's anything that you think any suggestions, if there was anything a little shaky, any of that, leave me some constructive criticism in the comments. Yeah. So let's get on with this video. This video is another a health and diabetes update. It's been, I was diagnosed on February 4th. So it's been 2 months, almost 3 months of this drastic change in my life. But before I get into that, I want to just say, hey y'all, how are you out there doing beauty? I don't usually get on here and just get to ask you, how are you? I hope you are doing well. I hope everything is going well for you. All your dreams are coming true. And if you have any triumphs or anything that's positivity, please comment below so we can celebrate. And if you're struggling with anything, also comment that below so then we can also uplift and give advice and things like that. Because of this new reality that I live in with my health, I found out how important and detrimental it is to have a support system. And so I really want to gear this community and this Beautihood into us really celebrating each other and uplifting and supporting each other when we are going through our good times, as well as when we're in some of our toughest dark times. So please feel comfortable enough to comment, and if I see it, I will definitely be commenting and sending love and support and all that good stuff. So with that being said, let me give you guys some of my stuff that I'm going with, which is, like I said, my health update. So back in February, on February 4th of this year, I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. And if you want to see, I did a whole video on that, what would happen, all that stuff. You can go click on my first life update video, my life update video on my channel. And all the goods is there. But since then, it's now, like I said, it's April, almost May. So it's been almost 3 months. And so let's just go on an update. So first thing is, once I got the diagnosis, I got this influx of support from my health insurance. So I'm with Kaiser because I live in the DMV area. And so Kaiser is like this big umbrella, health company, I guess that's what you would call it. And so once I got the diagnosis, they set me up with a nutritionist, they set me with a dietitian, they set me up with I got my own diabetic nurse, which was dope. She was my personal nurse, and she checked up on me every 1 to 2 weeks. She called me, and she was on top of me. Her name was Cynthia O'Brien. Cynthia, if you ever see this, I adore you and thank you so much. But her name was Cynthia, Miss Cynthia. And so when I first got the diagnosis, she helped me set up all my classes, all the educational things that I needed. She was like literally held my hand and got me through it, which I needed so bad. And then what was it? I want to say, I forget the date, but sometime in March, I want to say March, late March, early April, she was like, okay, it's been a little over a month, it's been a couple of weeks. We just want to see where you are to test the waters. So they had me get my A1C level tested again. For those of you who don't know, the A1C level is just a blood test that you take where they pretty much get a good picture of what has been going on, like eating habits and stuff like that, and what your levels are as far as the reflection of like your insulin, your sugars and stuff like that, to see if there's an issue. So as I said before, for you to be like healthy or non-diabetic needs to be below 5. Anything above 5, you're starting to, step on some little iffy territory, and then anything above 6, you're pre-diabetics, or 6 I think is what she told me, pre-diabetic. Anything above that, diabetic. So when I initially got tested, my A1C level was 9.3, which is high. And so I clearly was a diabetic. So then I got retested, and you guys, I'm happy to say she called me, and I forgot I got it tested. I got tested, and then she was like, "Oh, hey, Cardi." And I was like, "Hi, Miss Cynthia." And she was like, "So you want to, did you see your results?" And I was like, "Oh my God, I completely forgot. I didn't look at them." And she was like, "So I have some good news and some bad news. And so which one do you want first?" And I said, "Well, I'll take the bad news first." And she was like, "Well, I'm going to give you the good news first. The good news is your levels went down." I was like, "What?" Because the whole time that I've got this diagnosis, people were just telling me not to like say I couldn't do it, but they would just let me know that it's going to take a time for my levels to drop. So don't be discouraged in a sense. And so when she said my levels dropped, I was like, "What? What are you saying? Whose levels?" And so she was like, "Yeah." She was like, "The good news is I went from a 9.3 to a 7.7. And I was like, "Me?" No, I was thinking 7.5 I went to. And I was like, I was like, "Is that a good?" She was like, "That's a great jump." And so then I said, "Well, then what's the bad news?" I didn't understand it. This was sounding good to me. And she said, "The bad news is because I dropped under an 8, she would no longer be my nurse." And I was like, "No." And I had joked and was like, "I can bump it back up." And she was like, "Don't you dare." But it was a joke. But because I was doing so well, apparently you only get that benefit of having a diabetic nurse when your levels are above 8. So it was bad news, but it was also good news. But I truly, truly, truly adored Cynthia. So that was the bad news. But other than that, it's going pretty good. Like yeah, it's going a lot better than I thought it was gonna go. I'll say that. And so then the next thing I want to mention is a part of me becoming a diabetic. I started to take weight loss a little bit more seriously, way more seriously than I've done in a long time. And so the top of the end, notice about me when it comes to this these types of videos, I'm gonna be completely transparent. Like, it is what it is. And if my transparency offends you, then this is not the video for you. But coming into the year, I was 410 pounds. And I was already decided, like, okay, with the encouragement of my friend, I was like, okay, I gotta make a change. I gotta do something. And so I started taking it more seriously. And you guys, as of I had to go to the urgent care last week. I was 391. I was literally 1 pound away from 20 pounds in 3 months. Almost like I was like, look at y'all, get what I'm saying. So the weight loss is going pretty good. It's not. I think the biggest change for me to get to this point is, I'm gonna get emotional, but it's because I'm happy. The first thing is having a real purpose, a meaningful purpose to lose the weight is the first step for me. The second step was to take it more seriously. And then, I'm trying not to roll my makeup. Taking it more seriously, but also not being so hard on myself. I just get so downright really, really brutally hard on myself. So much so that I end up discouraging myself from continuing. And it's been a debilitating cycle for me. So this time go around, the diabetes made it. It's now health, because I have, like I said, I have reasons to be here. I got my nieces and my nephew, and things that I want to do and things that I want to accomplish and stuff like that. So it's been a lot easier. I mean, I have my moments, but for the most part, that's what I'm trying to say. I don't have as much pressure. I haven't put as much pressure on myself, because in the past, the reasonings or purposes behind me trying to lose weight was just not meaningful. I thought they were, but they weren't. So I'm so happy with this 19 pounds down. But yeah, then the next part, and that is, and so what I've done so far to lose the weight is, the biggest thing I've done is I legitimately stopped eating out as much. So before I was looking at, your girl was out here eating a lot, I was eating a lot, and it was bad. So I cut that down by a lot. So I stopped eating out as much. Really not a soda drinker, so it was never that. I'm a water drinker. You know me, know I drink lots of water and stuff like that. So it was mostly the eating part. Then the other thing that is the next step in my journey is my fitness as working out. I was a little bit more active, not as much as I would like, but things happen for a reason, because the universe was like, bitch, we got you. And so what now is going on is, at my job, I was relocated, and where I was relocated, it made it so typically my last location where I worked at, I could take the bus, let me say it was like 3 stops, and then it was like maybe a 3-minute walk from the bus stop to where I had to go, and it really didn't require me to do much. But now where I'm at, I can only take the bus. It is still 3 stops, but it's after them 3 stops, I still got like a 10-minute walk. So I was just like, that's a waste of my time. I might as well just walk the 3 stops, because literally they're so damn close to each other. It's probably like the whole ride from me getting on the bus to get into the stop where I would have to walk in 10 minutes is like a 5-minute, 6-minute walk. So I was like, I do it at the other place. So now I say all of that to say, I literally walk to and from work. So going to my new location where I'm at, it's a mile, it's 1.2 miles. And then going back is 1.2 miles. So literally I will be walking every day, 2.4 miles a day. I did it the first time this past Friday, and it went well. Like, I was exhausted coming on. So at nighttime I walk. At night it's a little darker and it's cool. So that walk is pretty cool. It's very comfortable. It's when I get off at 9 in the morning. So that walk is a little more intense because the sun is out, and y'all, it's getting hot as hell out here. So that sun was very disrespectful on Friday, but a bitch made it. And when I tell y'all, my wig, which I had this wig on, she was wet. My head was wet. And then on top of that, let me tell y'all something, sidebar. I should have went to the bathroom, and I didn't go to the bathroom. I had to go to the bathroom really, really bad by the time I got home. I almost didn't make it. Again, transparency. So, but that is the biggest thing as far as my workout. And then okay. So I was saying before, and I did it like a couple of times, but I fell off the bandwagon. I was supposed to be doing 10 minutes of physical active, like dancing every day. And I might have did it a couple of days, and then I stopped. So I think once I got sick and stuff, I fell. So now my friend, she gave me her Wii. I got all my Wii games, my dance games. Tomorrow, we on and popping. We starting fresh tomorrow at 10 minutes. I'm gonna start with the Michael Jackson, because I just want to get my scores up. And then I'm gonna start with just every day, 10 minutes of dance, 10 minutes of dance on top of my walking. And then the goal is every month I'm gonna add 5 minutes. So that's the goal. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see what I'm saying? So then that leads me to my goals. And that's another thing that I'm going to do. And I want to do this. I'm probably going to do an update monthly. And again, so my goal for my next weight loss goal is, I was on the phone with my cousin, and I was telling her, like, girl, I'm almost at 20 pounds lost. Like, this is crazy. And I'm like, and she's like, yeah, that's like a person. Like, it's a little person. It's a kid, but and I was like, so then that inspired me. And I was just like, so she has a daughter. Her daughter's name is Zoe Bear. And so her name is Zoe. Her middle name is Zoe. We call her Zoe. And I call her Zoe Bear. And so I was like, how much does Zoe Bear weigh? And she was like, oh, she's like 40, a little over 40 pounds. So then that was like, oh, okay. So then I'm like, so now inspired. So my goal is I want to lose a Zobear. So my goal is to try to do it by her birthday. And so her birthday is September 4th, which is also Beyonce's birthday. So hopefully, fingers crossed, like not fingers crossed, I'm gonna put in this damn work that my goal is by September 4th to have lost another 20 pounds, so which that would be a total of 1 Zobear. So that's my weight loss goal. And then back to my fitness workout activity goal is to at least want to be practical. I want to say at least walking to and from work. I want to be able to do it every day. Unless the weather permits. Like that's my only exemption of being able to just walk it out. The point is here's the thing. I'm going to have to walk regardless, at least 10 minutes every day, but I want to be able to do the full walk. And with the only exception of like if the weather, so if it's raining or if it's, you know, something like that, then that would be my only exception. And then keeping up with the actually my starting off my 10 minutes every, now that I'm going to do every day. Whether I'm sick, I'm not feeling well, 10 minutes of physical dancing every day. And that's pretty much it. That is my health update. I'm so proud of myself. I have received a lot of support since the last video on other platforms as well as this one, and I truly want to say thank you guys so much for the support. It is very much so helpful, and I truly appreciate it. It doesn't go unseen. It means a lot, and it's because of that that I know I can do this. So thanks so much, and until the next update, you guys, remember, true beauty is limitless. Stay beautiful and be kind. Bye.